perfect.
Recording?
Yes, I saw it when you said whoop, 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 whoop.
Let the beat drop.
I could see that the blue bar was going up sort of in time with the whoop whoops.
How was your Memorial Day weekend? Did you celebrate?
No. I don't. I definitely explained to the young people in my house why they weren't at school.
Sure. But you guys didn't go anywhere or anything?
I don't even...
It was like yesterday, man.
Oh yeah, I was here in the office. I was trying to figure out why I didn't remember what we had done, and that's because I was here in the office working.
I see. So you did not take advantage of the long weekend?
No. I was not sufficiently reverent.
All right.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucked up. We have to create. I feel driven to create.
I feel pushed to create.
Yeah. I feel intimidated into creation. I keep trying to catch a shot of James Vanderbeek.
I haven't seen him. Has he been back?
Yeah, he's been back, but he used to hang out a lot longer on the sill so I could snatch a shot. But I've got like 3 shots of like an empty window.
Wow.
Because
that's poetic.
Well, he doesn't, I know, agreed, but I think he's sort of shying away from the limelight. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
it changes a bird.
Well, if you think about it like this, like I'm essentially the paparazzi.
You are. And you won't give him a moment's rest even when he's trying to eat.
No, it's James,
over here, James. James, can I get a smile?
Yeah. And that's real.
Yeah.
I've seen that a couple times, like been in a place where these photographer parasite creatures are trying to latch on to something. I don't know. That seems like a weird job.
Yeah, it is weird.
Taking pictures of people who don't want you to take pictures of them seems like a weird job.
Well, I think it's a weird relationship in general. The celebrities need photos of them all around to maintain their celebrity to some degree.
Oh, it's like, I see what you mean. It's created by that.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like, so when you open up Us Magazine, the people that you see in Us Magazine are famous because they're hunted by these creatures.
Yeah, if you don't have paparazzi taking pictures of you, then you're not a celebrity.
You got trubs.
Yeah. That's when you go out in some weird outfit in the hopes that they'll take a picture of you, you crash your car or something.
You mean like you have to peacock?
Yeah.
You have to have like the boa. It's one option.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's out there in the wide world?
It's all Overwatch all the time for me at my house.
It's true.
And I did buy some loot crates. I'm not ashamed of it.
How many loot crates?
I had like 24 loot crates. That middle tier loot crate.
Whatever the midpoint is.
Yeah. It wasn't 50 loot crates. But it also wasn't 5,
Right. Do they offer 5?
Yeah, you could get them as low as 2 loot crates.
Oh, but that's not the best value.
No. That's silly. You're just throwing money away at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have to rewind.
Yeah.
You need to make better choices. There's a lot. You can open a loot crate, and there's a lot of stuff in there for people you don't play.
There is, but I've noticed that I'm playing more and more people. Like I find that now when I go in to play someone new, I have stuff for them already.
Yeah. It's pretty crafty, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to play a collectible card game for Warhammer 40K, and they had so many factions in there that it got challenging, like to open a pack and then get a bunch of cards that you couldn't necessarily use.
That's frustrating, yeah.
Yeah, because there's only so many cards in there. The game was fucking awesome, but eventually it couldn't sustain it. I think that's why the living card game thing that Fantasy Flight does is allows more types of card games to exist. Like Netrunner used to be out. You used to open a pack and then you'd get a bunch of cards for a faction maybe you didn't want to play. Yeah. You didn't want to do Corp. Like I never wanted to play Corp.
But you'd still get a package full of them. And
exactly.
Then you feel like you wasted your money.
But then when you go and buy the expansion type set and there's a bunch of cards in there and you can build it. Like it actually kind of works. But not in this scenario. But when you, if I got a rad skin, like if I got one of those scavenger type skins for Diva, I would start playing Diva right away.
Yeah, I started playing her, and I'm having a great time.
Yeah,
But I just
it seemed like it. I mean, it seemed like you were enjoying it.
yeah.
Usually that's Amy's thing, but it seemed like you were on it.
Well, you got to have tools in your toolbox. You know, I find that I do much better if I recognize that I'm getting stuffed and just can't make any progress or I'm sucking. I really need to be quicker about changing. And I started doing that more and more, and I feel like it's helping.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel like you're arriving at success?
Yeah, absolutely. There have been a couple times where I've switched characters 2 or 3 times before I sort of settle on the one that, oh, okay, now this is working. This is penetrating.
Yeah, I mean, I can think of a couple times where, I don't know, comebacks are rare.
Mm-hmm.
Comebacks are rare, just in shooters, in like objective type shooters.
Yeah.
Usually it's sort of set up front, and then that gets reinforced like in Call of Duty. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing about Call of Duty. I think it's really cool, especially when it's happening on my team. Mm-hmm. But like if somebody's doing really well, now they bring out an evil robot,
or a airplane that shoots fire from the sky,
right? Or an airplane that drops chainsaw bomb robots,
right?
You know what I mean? Like
it's snowballs.
Yeah, it's snowballs, and it doesn't necessarily have to happen like that in Overwatch.
Yeah, there are a lot of opportunities to put the brakes on someone.
Yeah. It at first when I saw it and played it, it seemed simple, and there are some things about it that are simple. Like there aren't that many game types and stuff like that, but being able to switch around and being able to sort of recalibrate it. And also, I don't know, they've got some kind of a formula here. I want to see more of this formula. Yeah. But I think that the win back thing especially is just that's not that common.
Yeah.
Like materially, that's not a common thing. See, why is everybody bothering me about Father's Day? When is Father's Day?
It's in June sometime, right? June 12th or 16th?
It's weeks away. Why are they trying to... Dollar Shave Club is coming after my fucking ass.
Dollar Shave Club. What is? Oh, is that where they send you a razor every month or something like that?
Well, they send you blades.
Oh.
It's just like my dad's dead. Okay, I don't need,
constant reminders.
Yeah, constant reminders. Yeah, thanks. It's like every time I get a mail from them, it's like from Dollar Shave Club, open it up. Your dad's dead. Like I don't. It's rude.
They should be sending those mails to your son.
Yeah. Somebody. Well, listen. Not necessarily my son, but they should be sending these things to someone who has a father.
That's fair.
Bare minimum.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, they're just coming after my ass on this shit. What are we going to do?
What are we going to talk about? Well, we need a name. Have you ever had this happen where you open a loot box just as you enter a game and then you don't get to see what comes out?
It's never happened to me. It was happened to me in the boudoir.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh. I think that situation needs a name.
Well, yeah, it's like... It's some kind of interrupt us, right?
That's where I was going, yeah. It's very frustrating, though.
Yeah, I mean, one way, yeah. COPSA. It would be COPSA interruptus.
What's COPSA?
Box, case, chest, holder, or locker in Latin. Inside baseball. Maybe not the most easy.
Maybe
usually,
not.
but generating puns and terminology is a source of great joy for me.
Oh, I know. That's why I gave it to you.
Yeah.
Something to noodle on.
Behold. Michael, if I were to tell you that we had considered a comic strip about new systems. Oh, the new consoles.
Oh, is that in the list? New
yeah,
systems?
It's
oh,
right.
Yeah.
And that's just like... I was like, Jerry, that's not system. System is a very general word.
So this is the PlayStation.
That's right, the PlayStation 4.5, also called the Neos.
The Neos and
then the Xbox Scorpio.
Is it called Scorpio?
Well, not really.
Oh.
That's the code name.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we did the 32X joke, which I think is pretty solid.
It is, but that's back when we thought we were plugging shit in.
Now it's a whole new console. that is backwards and forwards compatible?
Yeah, it's forwards compatible, which I think I have correctly assessed as simply meaning compatible.
compatible. Yeah,
I don't think forwards compatible is a thing.
Yeah,
So is there anything that works on it? But yeah, it is interesting. I mean, it's like you had the console war, and then it would sort of like it would flare up, and then it would come down. I think that there's no more. I think that there's no console war right now. And somebody might try to make some kind of a case, but I think that the PlayStation 4 is pretty definitively like between resolution gate and the rough launch.
yeah.
That doesn't mean that the Xbox One is like a failure from a business perspective or that people don't like it. I think they've made a lot of improvements, but materially speaking, the PlayStation 4 is kicking ass.
Yeah, it beat the shit out of the Xbox.
Yeah. It was pretty raw. But do we get to deal with that every like 3.5 years now? You know what I mean? Because the jump, and I am pretty sure that the posted numbers out there are correct. All the people that I have talked to have sort of cagily, let me into the idea that the proposed numbers that are out there, which give the new Xbox something like 33% jump in performance. I mean, that's really big. Like that's bigger than the current disparity between the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox.
Yeah, but see, that doesn't interest me at all, because unless they can solve their UI like problem and just sort of navigating that box, that's job one. I think using the Xbox is torture.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. I don't know.
I don't care if it's more powerful.
I don't know that it's torture. I know that you don't care if it's more powerful. A lot of the conversation that exists, this conversation they're trying to get ahead of, is about that. But at the end of the day, generally speaking, they have to produce content for that runs and is executed on the lowest common denominator. I mean, remember there was cases early on where PlayStation 4 content was downgraded because it had to exist in the actual marketplace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like having a console that can do that has all this juice in there. I mean, outside of the first party stuff, I mean, who's going to leverage it? Or is that what the UWP is for? It's where you make the one executable and then it slides around between PC
phones.
Yeah, right. So if they've got a good PC version of it, if it's a truly multi-platform title, maybe that's how they get around that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I mean, once E3 hits, a lot of these questions will be answered.
Yeah,
because I think the new PlayStation's probably this holiday, right?
You think so?
Well, I think that they want that. I think that it seems like it has something for the VR enthusiast also. That's what I want to see. I have really good VR stuff at home.
Yeah.
I have a fucking badass machine to run the Oculus and the Vorv.
The Vuv.
The Vuvuzela.
Mm-hmm.
But generally speaking, it's not. I don't have the console developer.
Yeah,
right? I don't have the content that's from the people that I really want to see.
I'm most curious about the Morpheus for sure.
Yeah,
I think if one is going to stick around at my house, it'll be that one.
Well, because
we're all on the PlayStation 4 anyway.
Well, yeah, and also it'll be out there where you are all the time.
In the living room, yeah.
Right? You'll reach over to get your controller, and there'll also be a magical helmet.
Yeah.
That you can use. Yeah, certainly they've got the roster of content. But yeah, I don't know. I have questions about it. The experience, I mean, the content is right, but technologically it's not. It isn't at the tier that we expect over there.
Yeah.
We still have me doing parkour.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that the stuff that I think is normal at a church is maybe not 100% normal.
Yeah, I think the parkour one still has some legs. Like, Tyga's like sweating, you know. He's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Oh, man.
You have a disease.
I just got back from this parkour class that Brenna signed me up for. Has she ever met you?
Does she know you?
Has she ever met you? Yeah.
Has she ever seen your body?
Has she seen your body?
Like the whole thing?
Did she think you were someone else? Does she wish you were someone else?
Yeah, maybe that's what the parkour is about.
Yeah. Maybe she's trying to mold you.
It's entirely possible that maybe she wants to do some things in the bedroom that involve sawhorses.
Yeah.
And I need to...
You gotta be able to do that iron cross.
I need to be able to mount these things and get sick. Yeah, I feel like there might be something there.
Trying to think if there's anything from my weekend. We just looked around in tide pools. It was pretty uneventful.
But were there any creatures in there?
Oh yeah, they had buckets. They were catching hermit crabs, and they discovered this thing called the gooey fish. What is it? Gooey
Duck?
Gooey duck.
Yeah.
And so they...
It's like a Pokemon?
Yeah, really weird. So you see these little holes in the sand.
Oh, yeah, and they spit at you?
Yeah, and you dig one up, and then Noah just got blasted right in the face.
Did he laugh, or was it...
Oh, he laughed and laughed, yeah. So then they just started going around trying to make all these things squirt up.
Oh, yeah, and they want to.
Yeah, they want to squirt.
That's their whole deal.
They managed to dig one up, and it was fucking vile.
Oh, they're gross.
Good Lord.
God, these things are fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I guess people eat them, but people eat anything, I suppose.
Yeah, that's no indicator of quality.
Yeah.
It looks like an elephant dick or something.
It looks like a big dick in a shell.
Well, no, it has an elephant dick on one side, and then it has a vagina on the other. Like, this is a really authentically weird creature.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
Yeah, was clam digging a thing when you were a young person?
No, not especially.
Yeah, I have incredibly positive memories of that. I mean, when you eat them, it's like eating dirty gum. So if that seems like something that you want,
No.
maybe. I mean, imagine eating gum that had fallen on the ground.
Imagine eating gum that had fallen in the sea.
Sea gum. But yeah, it seems too big. It seems like it doesn't all fit in the shell.
No, it doesn't. It's just kind of hanging out of it like a big old limp dick.
Yeah, it's something real moist and.
Ugh.
Yeah, we never got anything like that. We just got like the regular clam.
Yeah.
But I remember there was just there was a party atmosphere that surrounded the
digging.
Well, the digging, and then you come home and then you cook them all.
The clam bake.
Yeah, I mean you have a clam bake. I mean,
right.
we have this term for a reason.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
You okay? Fucking exhausted.
And I am not.
I am not. Fucking exhausted.
The only question is parkour like a proper noun?
Oh, is it capitalized, you mean?
Yeah. Nope. Here we go.
I saw a thing on Reddit that said that Polish, is it Polish? Yeah, Polish is the only word that's pronounced differently based on the capitalization.
What?
It's either Polish if it's capitalized, or it's Polish if it's just writing Polish, right?
Oh, there has to be another case. There has to be at least one more case. That's going to drive me insane.
Well, there you go. Enjoy.
Thanks, pal. Thank you for the brain worm.
Yeah. Have fun with that one.
Parkour. Torture course.
What? Has she ever seen you? Has she ever met you? I like has she ever met you? A handful of times. Certainly enough to know that I'm not parkour material.
The jumping over things is not in my skill set.
Yeah.
A couple times at least.
Certainly enough to know that jumping over things is not in my skill set.
Jumping over objects. Or smoothly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the third panel may be like a communique from this negative experience.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we go back to the experience where it shows like...
Well, because it was just me. God damn it. What oh, God, I'm having fucking flashbacks. Oh, no. Because Ronya, somebody was going to come back. Ronya had, like, spent the night at her cousin's house. So she had to come back from up north, like, in the middle of that. So Brenna wasn't able to do it. So it was me and then like the parents of like one of Elliot's friends, because the kids were there too.
Yeah.
But I sort of thought I'd be going and it'd be like sort of like lo-fi, where it'd be like me and we'd be like with the kids and like, you know, having fun.
Drinking a beer, jumping over some stuff.
Yeah, maybe we'd grill later. But it wasn't like that at all. They sequestered the children away on this other thing, and they did their own shit while this villain punished me continuously.
And did he like...
Here's the nightmare, dude. Here's where dream turned to nightmare.
Oh.
So we were doing some stuff inside, and it's like there's a bunch of exercises. Already we're in the wrong department.
Yeah.
And then it's like, hey, we're gonna go out and then we're gonna run. And it's like there are exercises that I am suited to and indeed might even be good at. You have previously described me as weirdly strong.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, and so if it is about taking a heavy thing and then moving it, you know, in space from one, you know, location to another, I excel. But if it's about going out and running in the sun...
Distance running. You won't even sit in the sun.
No,
if we sit outside to eat somewhere, you have to sit in the shade or inside.
Yeah, or underneath the table.
Yeah.
And just taking the leavings, which is what I deserve. But out here in this vile industrial wasteland, now I'm crawling around, and it's one of those things where it's like everybody's like doing a specific drill, like there's this sort of hand crawl thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not made for it, and then I'm do it, and I get about halfway as far as everyone else, and he's like, hey, that's good, man. And it's just like... But what he means, I want to be very clear, when he says that's good, man, what he means is please stop.
What he
doesn't
means is that's shameful.
Yeah, he doesn't mean you have done well.
He means you're embarrassing yourself and me.
Yeah, that's right. There's a lot of fit people here. They don't want to see this.
Yeah.
They don't need this kind of... They don't need this horror show. They know what needs to happen to maintain physical health.
Yeah.
They don't need this Exhibit A nightmare zone that you've brought us, this evil cloud hanging over the proceedings.
Yeah, you were just bringing everybody down.
Yeah, exactly.
What he ends up asking you to do, or what he asked Tycho to do might be funny.
Well, it's just like, well, you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna no. It's like all the different. It's like the little course.
Yeah.
Like once the course is there, there's a million things that can. There's a million things that can be said. It was so sad. I mean, by the end, it was all Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the end, I sort of felt like I had understood some of it, and I imagined a universe in which I was effective.
Oh wow.
Like seriously, like after being punished so thoroughly, I came to relish the rod. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I came to demand it. I wanted to see that high arc. I wanted to see the rod come down. Ugh.
Hey man, this is the parkour class. Beer crawls over there. Pub crawls over there. I'm here for parkour. You know what that word means, right?
Oh, God damn it. It was like, there's a very specific shame that I associate with PE.
Oh, that feeling, yeah.
I haven't... It's so funny, right? Because you basically come at it from the other side. Like, you felt like there wasn't enough, Mike.
Huh?
Right?
What do you mean?
I mean, in PE, like, you were already thin. Like, I don't know, like, when you go there, why do you feel bad? Like, how do you know about the PE shame?
Because I was weak and...
oh, I see.
Useless?
Oh, so you're coming at it from the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, and uncoordinated. I mean, I can't do anything out there.
What's so funny is that your micro coordination is really good.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I mean?
Like at a very small level.
Yeah. It's like it's about scale.
Yeah, I can't move my whole body great,
but I can
move
move
pieces of it.
I can move this part of my right arm.
Yeah,
really well, enough to make a job of it.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I feel like that scenario, that shame scenario, has some potential to amuse others.
Yeah, it's the shame in the moment, or it's that idea of why would she want you to do this? Like, is she expecting? Maybe she's expecting some maneuvers out of you.
Yeah. Yeah, let's try the other one first, and if it doesn't deliver,
Yeah, that's fine.
we can triple down on the other concept. Yeah, I mean it's like a basic training type crawl under the barbed wire
Yeah.
type thing. It was not my scene, man. Oh, the shirt idea was good also.
Oh yeah, the shirt idea is fucking awesome.
It's exquisite.
Yeah.
It came to me in a vision. What you want me to do? What with these? I did actually get good at one of the moves. I wanna emphasize
Okay,
that.
sure. Mm-hmm.
You would have been proud of me. You would have said, you know what? I didn't think he could.
All right. Well, the rest of the class is jumping over this fence
Well,
railing.
no, is the idea that like I'm an obstacle that they have to jump over?
Think you can get down from this curb? What you mean, like step off the curb?
Hey, listen, I just whatever you feel comfortable with.
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
You mean just like step down? Hey, listen, man, listen. Whatever you feel comfortable.
All right. Rest of the class is busy jumping off those roofs.
But and doing missions for the CIA. No, while everyone else is doing exciting missions for the CIA, I want you to see if you can step down from this curb. You can get down from this curb. I mean, you just like step down. Hey, listen, man, listen. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
What, like all the way onto the street?
Oh, just make Tycho a part of it too?
Yeah. All right, man.
Hey, while everybody else is doing missions in Afghanistan for the CIA.
I think it should just be like what they're like some crazy trick that they're doing. Like hopping off of stuff, or do you remember any of the terms?
No, I could show you.
I don't want to see that.
No, thanks.
No thanks. Let's just see if you can hop down off this curb.
I like the CIA. Okay, can I have the CIA?
Yeah, you can have the CIA. I'll give it. I don't care that much about it.
Yes, all the way down to the street. Are you okay? I am not. Brenna signed me up for some kind of parkour torture class. Has she ever met you? A couple times at least. Certainly enough to know that jumping over objects is not in my skill set. While everyone else is doing missions for the CIA, I want to see if you can hop down off this curb. All the way down to the street? Hey, listen, man, listen. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, I think that's good.
But when I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's winter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release. Get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray. And yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin splayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.